Hello everybody, this is Jeffro from Let's Make Robots, where you can go to see all of my robots and many of other people's robots that they have made. And if you've never heard of or been to Let's Make Robots, please come and visit us. We've got plenty of people there that are willing to help you, that would be glad to have you there to talk to. Even if you're a beginner and want to learn something new, come on. We'll be there to help you. So I have debuted Wally on the website of Let's Make Robots, but I have not yet officially done a video. So this is my official video of Wally. I thought it was appropriate to go through and just highlight some of the things of Wally and then show you him running through his motions. So first of all, let's start with his headlights. He has headlights, one right here and one right there, which are just clear or white LEDs that are controlled by the photo sensor that is right here. So when it gets too dark in the room, they come on because Wally gets scared, and that way Wally can find his way home. There's also a piezo speaker right here in front. Wally does not make the noises as he did in the traditional sense with, like, in the movie he did. He now makes some strange little tones and stuff when he approaches an obstacle or when he backs up, and various other sounds depending on what the action is that occurs. Wally uses 5 MG996R servos. You'll see where there's one. He uses one in each arm, one in each track, and then one in the head for turning left to right. For his obstacle detection or avoidance, as you want to call it, he uses the ultrasonic ping sensor. You'll see there's part of one right there, and the other part of one is over here. Had I had that to do over again and had done the testing that I have already done now, I would have used the IR sensors. The infrared sensors are much better, much more accurate, and they're smaller, so they can be concealed in better places, and I wouldn't have had to drill little holes on each side of Wally's eye to make these work. Wally uses a 9-volt battery to power the Arduino Nano, which is inside of him. Now this is a LiPo Arduino. This is a LiPo 9-volt battery that they say is rated at 800 milliamp, but all the reading I've done and that, it's only 350 at the max. But it's still very cool because I don't have to go out and buy another 9-volt battery. I can recharge this one many times, and I don't have to have anything special to charge it with. It uses the little micro USB port. There's one on the very bottom of it here. I just plug it in and it goes. It's got its own little meter here to show you the level. There we go. Show you the level at which the battery is at. And it works great. It's perfect for this type of a project. It originally was mounted inside him, but it got to be a pain in the hind end to try and pull it out every time to charge it up, so I decided we'll attach it to the bottom of him, and I'm just using some Velcro to hold it on the bottom of him currently right now. The two servos that are on the bottom that are used for his gearboxes they're standard servos, but they have been converted over to continuous rotation servos, which is something very simple to do. So if you don't know how to do it and you're interested in doing it, you go on YouTube and just look up converting a servo to continuous rotation. You'll see it. It's really simple. There's nothing to it. It takes a few minutes of your time, and you'll be a professional at it like I am now too. Wally's main power for his servos and some of the other things that he has it's inside of him, and it's a 7.2 volt, 2200 milliamp LiPo battery pack that is rechargeable. And you'll see these two screws that are located. Let's see, get them in the picture here. Hang on. Right there. You see those two screws located right there. Those two screws are positive and negative, and I attach terminals to those, and that's how we charge the batteries up that are inside of him currently. These two rollers, which are on the bottom of him right here, were originally, when he was a radio-controlled toy, mounted on the underside of him about where the place of the servos are at. And they were for the same intention, that was to keep it from flipping over because he does tend to do that quite a bit. But in this location here, they work so much better. He does not flip over anymore. I mean, he'll still tip, but he won't flip all the way over, which is good. And so without saying much more, I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll take Wally. Oh, well, let me tell you what's inside Wally here. Wally inside of him here, and we won't open him up because all it takes is just one little screw right here, and the panel is on a hinge. I made a hinge for the panel. It comes down, and that's originally where the batteries used to be when he was a toy. But what's inside of him is there's a compass inside there. There's a real time clock inside there. The LiPo batteries are inside there. There's some other things that are in there, and we'll get into that later, but I do plan on adding a gyro in there and an accelerometer in there, and I'm not sure what else. Maybe who knows, maybe a GPS. We'll see. But so anyways, let's go ahead and put Wally down on the floor and get him started.
In the broad daylight, sitting on the porch, talking to his neighbor, walked across the road into the field, and suddenly disappeared. They were the one that witnessed his launching. So as they walked over to the point where he disappeared,